Now, moving on, I would like to invite my colleague, Mr. Sri Srivastava, to the stage.
Vikas. Hello everyone. I hope you are enjoying the sessions. Moving forward, we now begin with our last keynote of the day. For this, we'd like to extend a warm welcome to Mr. Ved Prakash, Senior Business Development Leader from our silver partner, Thales Group India. Mr. Ved will be addressing on new challenges in cloud security and data privacy. Please welcome him. Over to you, Mr. Ved.
Thank you, Srishti. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Really pleasure to have this session and quite excited to be part of the interesting keynote session that we have lined up for you today. Let me share my screen and we'll straight away come to the agenda. So I hope the slide is
Yes, we
visible
can see
to
the
all.
presentation, Mr. Ved. You can continue.
Yeah, thank you. So a brief about myself. I'm Ved Prakash. I'm the business development leader for Thales for India region, and I head the data protection solution. And the agenda that I have today is quickly to cover what does Thales do for people who are not aware of our area of expertise. Then we'll quickly jump on covering on what are the data breach targets. What this will help to know what type of data is really being sought after these days. And then what is that organizations are looking for today in terms of data protection and security? This will be interesting. And then the problem that is really relevant with cloud, taking a journey in cloud and addressing the data security in cloud areas. And we will see what are certain regulatory compliance guidelines and mandates that also help to address the data security issues when you're taking a cloud journey, and what are the kind of different stages of data security in cloud as the organizations take a journey in the cloud, and what is the technology offering from Thales for securing your data in cloud, which we will just cover in one slide, and the typical deployment architecture of the solution across the customers in banking, government, and enterprises, and then the key takeaway message. And if any time permits, we'll take up any questions. So coming quickly about Thales. Thales is a French company. We are in India since 1953. We work in multiple strategic areas, right from defense to government to banks, and I belong from the Thales Cloud Protection team, where we take care of almost securing 80% of the world payment transaction data. We had done a revenue of close to 17 billion euro last year, and we have 81,000 employees, and we are spread across 68 countries. So we are world leaders in data protection, comprising the encryption and key management technologies. So next slide talks about what is the data breach targets that are really being important for us. Most of us just consider that, okay, it is the personal identifiable information is the sensitive data that we need to protect. But no, it is also the data related to your financial information, which is where all your credit card numbers, all other associated details with that features in your transaction details, then your health information, where the information on kind of drugs or treatments you're going is equally critical. The organization's intellectual property, which writes information, is again very sensitive and needs to be protected. So you have similarly competitive information in terms of your pricing, in terms of the case studies, business plans, which needs to be secured when it is put in any of the servers in the organization. Your legal documents needs to be protected as well. And last but not the least, most important is the IT security data, which comprises your list of usernames, passwords, encryption keys, and security strategies like topology diagrams and all this. So these are the type of sensitive data that one needs to protect today. And the discussion would be in terms of identifying what is the control on the data itself that can be considered for addressing the current data breaches which we see happening around. So that brings me to the next slide, which talks about what actually organizations are looking for today. So typically, if you see, the current requirement is actually using encryption as one of the foundational technology, or as which acts as the last line of defense over on the data itself to protect. And organizations typically are looking at encryption for data at rest. Then if the data is moving, it's data in motion. Most important, while you are doing encryption, how are you doing the key management part of it in terms of the life cycle, right from the time the keys are created to distributed to being archived and rotated periodically. And very important aspect with key management is in terms of controlling and defining the access. Who is accessing these keys? When is the keys getting rotated? And when your organization is taking a journey in cloud, how are you addressing the aspect of security in cloud? So these are some of the 5 areas of focus for organization which are in their digital journey and transformation and considering a movement into the cloud. So some of the information on this slide talks about what has been the data record that is exposed so far. I mean, you will be astonished. There's 2 billion records of data has been exposed in cloud so far. And what this signifies is that businesses are not applying adequate security measure to protect the sensitive data in the cloud. So this is where we need to really understand that there has to be the controls built in for securing your data when you're taking a workload in the cloud. So what is that we should be doing is what I will cover up in my subsequent slide. Before that, what is the number one challenge that the decision makers, the IT personas in the organization are facing in terms of taking a journey in the cloud? The number one is in terms of understanding how do I get to control of the data security in the cloud scenario? And how do I manage respective to audits and compliance regulations that are applicable to me? How do I control the encryption keys that are being there in the cloud, which helps me to get in command in terms of maintaining the security on the cloud infrastructure? And very important point out here is that how do I address this decoupling of the encryption keys from data sets? What this means is that there is a regulatory guideline we will see in the next slide, which says that encryption keys should always be segregated and separately managed from application owners in a certified key management solution. So how do we address all these concern areas is the number one priority today for any of the decision makers in the IT organization who is taking the journey in the cloud. The second slide talks about the shared responsibility model, which cloud service providers illustrate often on the website in terms of what is that the responsibility for the customer to falls in versus the responsibility for the cloud service provider. Whether you are going for infrastructure as a service or platform as a service or software as a service, you see the data and the security around the data becomes a customer's responsibility. And that is where it is very clear that you need to be in control for the data rather than leaving it with the cloud service provider. So some of the key functional problem areas that organizations face when they take journey in the cloud is typically in terms of key visibility. Now, cloud service provider portals provide you a limited visibility and transparency in key management, storage, access by their users, and even by their privileged users. So this is one of the pain areas that comes through. The second one is the data loss, where you see there is insufficient authorization control or the DR services to ensure that keys are not accidentally or intentionally deleted. And also when a request to delete cloud resources is made, it may not result in true wiping of the data, either because extra copies of data are stored but are not available, or because the disk to be destroyed also stores the data from other clients. So that becomes again a significant disadvantage. The other one is vendor lock-in situation that often happens with the cloud provider, where it becomes difficult to migrate to another cloud provider when you're looking at a multi-cloud strategy. Then attaining compliances both from internal and external regulation that ensures that the encryption keys should be in the control of cloud user. That is again fundamental point that becomes an important to address. And of course, the most important is that key management. How is that being done? Because native cloud service providers key management has a very limited ability to automate the life cycle of keys, especially across multiple subscription. And a lot of manual interventions are there, which is prone to human error and complications. Next slide, I'm talking about how the reality of managing too many of silo encryption solutions currently exist in organizations today. You see, we all understand that use of the encryption has grown over a period of time, and companies historically have rolled out too many single purpose encryption tools, products that can only secure specific type of data, systems, or environments. And as a result, there is a growing complexity of managing multiple disjoint technologies, which leads to a very complex, inefficient, and expensive proposition. And that makes organizations today to look at a compelling alternative to get rid of this piecemeal approach, which exists in terms of protecting the data. Next slide talks about the guidelines, especially applicable for banking sector, which are moving their workload on cloud. Point number 11, typically see IDBRBT has very clearly came out with the FAQ saying that banks should retain the control and ownership of the data moving in cloud. And this is something where organizations need to look at how they adopt or bring the control in terms of managing the data security in the cloud. Now, Cloud Service Alliance is a third party which is dedicated in terms of bringing the guidance on best practices when one is taking a journey in the cloud. And they also have very clearly mandated that the encryption keys shall not be maintained by cloud service provider, but maintained by the cloud consumer or the trusted key management provider. So this is which also says that you need to take control of the encryption keys by yourself rather than leaving it with the cloud service provider. RBI came out with a detailed guideline which again talks about establishing a robust key management system in place and ensuring that you achieve a separation of duties in the encryption process which is implemented in the application, and make sure that all the keys at different applications are managed without fail automatically and keys are rotated periodically. So overall, from compliance, from the initial background, we see that you are responsible for the data security. So what is that you need to do? And this becomes very important for organizations to look at the measures that you need to adopt in terms of addressing all those problem areas that we just covered. So next slide talks about the different stages of the data security in the cloud. Typically, when we move any workload in the cloud or the application, the basic is where application says that I am giving encryption and we are keeping the encryption keys within the software. Now, that is the most ineffective and most premature way of doing the data security because if any vulnerability in the software is exploited, your encryption keys are also easily compromised, and that makes the whole activity of doing encryption redundant. The second step is where you depend on the cloud service providers, native key management services. The only problem with that is that the control of these keys is not with you, but it is with cloud service provider. What it means is that in theory, their administrator can look into your data, which you won't want, and no organization would like to have. So that is where sticking to the use of native cloud key management service becomes a binding, in a limited, has a lot of limitations. So the approach, which is the next level, which gives you control of managing the encryption keys going in the cloud, which is called bring your own key. We will discuss more about that. And the most advanced approach where you take the whole encryption engine or whole encryption process into the cloud, which is called bring your own encryption, and you're not dependent on the cloud service provider. So it gives you a total control on securing your data in the cloud, and hence you don't use the native encryption technique provided by the cloud provider, but you bring your own protection measures. So that's where bring your own encryption is the most advanced mechanism to address the security concerns in the cloud. So how do we use these options of bring your own keys or bring your own encryption or depend or just continue with the native cloud encryption? So the basic measure is that if it is a highly sensitive or confidential data, you need to have your as a bring your own encryption control around it. And if it is something where you have this data which is sensitive in nature, you can go with the bring your own keys. And if it's a public kind of non-critical data, you can accept the risk by giving the control away to the native cloud providers. The other important aspect in terms of key management is that you need to see have a mechanism of completely automating the lifecycle management of these keys, the encryption keys. So typically, the manual approach which the cloud service administrator do is where you have a lot of manual operations which are prone to error. Whereas in automated process, everything which you see the steps from creation to backup to deployment, rotation to deletion, all things are managed in an automated fashion with no human intervention. So the overall approach to way forward to protect your workload in cloud is actually bring your own keys and bring your own encryption. Now, these two scenarios are applicable if you are moving your applications as a SaaS or as a platform as a service, then bring your own key in measure works. And if it is as an infrastructure as a service, then it is bring your own encryption control that organizations currently are adopting to ensure the data security perspective. So the solution that addresses all these problem areas across the cloud and even on-premise infrastructure is called CipherTrust Data Security Platform, which addresses right from discovering and identifying where your sensitive data is, helps you to classify the data as per the sensitivity level. Then basis of that, you can use the controls that are required to protect the data either by encryption or tokenization, and manages the complete life cycle of key management for on-premise and on-cloud. So all from single console or from the same graphical user interface, you can carry all these three or multiple integrated functionality of finding the data, doing the risk mitigation, and doing the key management. So this is the platform that Thales offers to the customer and has been implemented across the leading organizations in banking, government, and enterprise customers to address the data threats and data protection measures in light of the data digital transformation journey in cloud that organizations are taking. So brief architecture, which looks like the where you have on-premise source of key manager which generates the keys, and then it is migrated to cloud where it is being used by the native cloud service KMS for addressing the encryption process, and brings the control actually to the organization's team. So we can discuss in detail on this, how we have implemented, and organizations which are looking in terms of addressing these areas from bring your own key and bring your own encryption can discuss with us. So the key takeaway that I wanted to have with everyone is that the certain measures are being fundamentally important for data security. Number one is definitely to encrypt the PII data. Second one is to have a cybersecurity strategy which resides from focus on data to across perimeter. And third one is that file-level encryption approach addresses 90% of your customer needs alone for the encryption, both for structured and unstructured data. The very important part is that you need to have a decoupling of encryption keys, which means that both encrypted data and encryption keys need to be kept in a separate environment and should be managed separately through a robust key management solution in place. And when you're taking a journey in cloud, then definitely bring your own encryption or bring your own keys the way to secure the data in the cloud. And last most important is the data encryption technology currently prevents you against all these new type of ransomware attacks, as well as helps you to protect from the insider threat that arises from the privileged user abuse or the root users who get access the sensitive data. So I would last be in my concluding slide, which talks about how the security and privacy measures both are closely coupled with each other, where you need to implement security to ensure the privacy protection. And this is what would be required in terms of managing both the important aspect in terms of the data protection as well as complying to the regulatory privacy norms. So I would end my presentation here, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, and would be more than happy to discuss it further.
Already live in stage 1, 2, and 3. Thank you, Mr. Ved, once again.